Welcome back to Let's Play The Evil Within with me, Jimenez, and we are still in Chapter 1 of the assignment. Dr. Jimenez and the faceless boss dude have just walked into the next room, so let's go follow them. And we just caught a glimpse of Ruvik in there, but if we turn straight around, we'll find another snail. Oh man, these make me so uncomfortable. All right. And that's going to be our third model of this chapter. And that's the last one of those, but we do still have one more record to pick up.
It's my hypothesis that we haven't succeeded because so far we've only been using visuals, audio stimuli, passive influence, even on my patients with limited mental capacity. This method is rejected by the user. If we are to accomplish what we intend, we will need to refocus. We need direct access.
And what do you propose?
It's, how shall I say, a pet project of sorts. A mecho-chemical process. With it, we should be able to have a direct influence on the individual, potentially even access their subconscious. I have the data in the next room. Let me show you.
That video. I remember they showed me that when I was brought here.
And now we're sort of getting a picture of why Mobius wants this so much. It's because you can basically control a person's mind and gain access to their entire subconscious. An evil corporation would be very interested in doing something like that. And now in here, we're going to need to restore all of the posters on the chalkboards here, so let's check that out. And these are going to all be blueprints for STEM. And this is kind of the machine we saw at the very end of the game with the brain in the center there. And the tubs, we've definitely seen those before.
This research here, this is exactly what we've been looking for. I call it STEM. I'm sure you and your superiors will find this most satisfactory.
You mentioned the design was from a pupil of yours. In that case, where do you fit in?
He is an unstable individual. Perhaps it is better that I continue to be the one to contact in this situation.
I'd like you to bring this man in. We should all be able to have a productive conversation. What did you say his name was?
Rueben. Rueben Victoriano.
Unstable individual indeed. And I love the way Shade kind of repeats our name. It reminds me a little bit of the Tyrant in Resident Evil, just repeating stars. It's like all he says. It's really good. Ooh, and here we're gonna get a really cool look at Laura. Just nightmare fuel. I love it.
Something wrong with this place.
And there go Joseph and Sebastian.
That's where Leslie was before. And now those two, where are they headed?
And we would like to catch up with them because we're supposed to kind of be keeping an eye on them, but we need to get Leslie and not let them rescue him. Or at least that's what Kidman is doing.
Agent status terminated. Please contact biometrics for re-authentication.
And biometrics is conveniently right over here. And that's where we're going to have to go because apparently we've been terminated. Kitty.
Experience things that won't seem real, but you have to stay focused. It will take you a while to get your bearings, but you'll be better off than the others.
And about the others,
I told you before, completely expendable. They have no bearing on the mission. If they get in the way, you know what to do.
Find Leslie and bring him back. That's all that matters.
And so what we're going to do in biometrics is hopefully restore our sort of keycard access to the rest of the facility.
please guide subject construct facial, hand, and neural profile.
I don't think anyone's gonna help me out with this.
Nope, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself.
Facial profile constructed. Matches deactivated account, Julie Kidman. Reinstating profile.
And now that our profile's reinstated, we can continue on. And something is inside the vents. But we gotta do what we came here to do, so let's just do it.
Scanning. Please stay still until procedure is complete. Hand profile constructed. Please complete neural profile to complete authorization.
Oh, I love that so much. It's so good. And the way out is going to be to our left, but we want to head right first. Now, these guys are very easily distracted by corpses. They like to feed on them. So while they're doing that, we can head in here and find our record. And we get another new track we can listen to in the soundtrack player whenever we want. But let's get out of here. But it reminds me of, you know, the, like, blood pressure test at the mall or, at, like, Walgreens or something?
Maybe it's blind?
And that is a fact. They are blind. But what I was gonna say is imagine being attacked while you're in one of those. It's just so horrifying. I love it. So basically, those things are alerted by sound. Fairly similar to the way everything else in the game is. In a lot of ways, like the Haunted go and check out sounds, but these guys are completely blind, so we can sneak past, like, right next to them. And they're more of a hazard than anything else. You just kind of have to sneak around them, and they're not a big deal. But we will end up having to go, like, right past them like this. And this is going to let me know that I need to lure enemies, which we won't really need to do with these, except for ones that are specifically exactly in your way. But I do really like their design. The sort of back bridge crawl is a very Japanese horror type of thing. They really like to make ghosts do that. I think I can get around on the inside right here. Because I do want to climb up this ladder, because up this way is going to be our third letter piece. And this safe has a little bit of a different lock. It's going to be kind of a puzzle. We've got to light up all the lights on it. And I'm just going to sort of click around until I get it right. I'm trying to be intelligent about this, but honestly, you just kind of click on stuff until, yeah, you get a favorable one like that. And that's letter scrap number 3. Now let's continue on finishing this area. We still got to sneak past a few of these guys. I will probably end up referring to them as explodey guys, because when they catch you, they explode. Now I'm going to want to wait for that guy to get pretty far away. And then I'm going to want to call this one over. This one's going to come running at me as well.
Over here.
Wait for him to get past, and then we should be able to get out of here, no problem. But we're not quite done with these guys yet. But this section is going to show you a little bit more about what I mean when I say they're just kind of environmental hazards. You could think of them like spinning blades or the spinning fire wheels in Super Mario or something. Because once we get over here, they're just going to be moving around in a circle. And then you've got these little safe areas right next to them. Now, what we're going to need to do is get to this open one over here. Wonder if I'll make it in time. All right, nice. And once we're in here, we can push this. That's going to make this guy explode. But more importantly, it's going to clear the way for us to get out of here. I think I'm going to go ahead and wait here for that to open back up for me. Can I make it? Nope. Well, I do believe I'm safe right back here, so we'll just wait here for it to open back up again. All right, let's get out of here. And now, before we go ahead and use the final computer, let's grab this document.
Kidman, Julie, you've assembled quite the resume, I see.
They taught you to read at the police academy? I'm impressed.
Your attitude won't be necessary today.
What is this place? Why am I here?
You've been arrested, Miss Kidman, and you're currently being detained. I'm sure even you could decipher that.
That's not what I asked. This isn't a regular interrogation room. They don't give you cushy chairs when you're about to be sent to lockup.
No current address. On your own since 14, a runaway it seems. Quite impressive you made it this long without coming to your senses. If your street smarts are that keen, I'd imagine you'd have turned yourself around by now.
It's more about survival. You think I'm pissed I got caught? At least I get free food in jail. It's all good to me.
What if I told you that today could be different for you? You're a smart kid, you've got nothing to lose, no one to miss you. A person with those qualities could be open to very specific opportunities.
What are you saying? You offering me a get out of jail free card or something?
Not quite that, but something close.
I'm listening.
And that is the story of how Kidman ended up getting recruited by Mobius. Because she's someone who is all alone in the world and has no one to miss her and has a criminal record, that's kind of how she ended up here.
Neural profile constructed. Profile matches terminated agent Julie Kidman. Termination reason, insubordination. Profile reinstated, but data sent to Central Mobius for analysis.
Insubordination? That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. I should be able to open those doors now.
And that is interesting. Why has she been terminated for insubordination? She doesn't seem insubordinate at all. But now that our profile is completely reinstated, we can lower this bridge. And we're going to want to be careful. These guys on the floor can grab you. I don't know if it's specifically those ones, but we just want to watch our step. And now we can get out of here. But first, that guy's gonna try to surprise us, but we can just run right past him. Kitty. I just have to do it. It's just what's in my heart. And after all that, we can finally start pursuing Joseph and Sebastian again. But before we make our way all the way through here, we're going to want to find this safe, but we don't know the combination yet. That is going to be right over this way. Now we can see all of the buttons on the wall, and some of them go away. So if we focus our flashlight on it, it's going to give us the combination. So it's 3, 2, 4, and then blank vertically. So let's go ahead and pop that in. And that will be our 4th letter scrap. And then we have just one more document to find, and we're all done with collectibles. So let's go ahead and track that down. And I just love stuff like this. Like, it reminds me of, you know, Leon A. and Claire B. in Resident Evil 2, or maybe Separate Ways in Resident Evil 4. Maybe even, like, Back to the Future or something, where you're just kind of running around in the background while things that you already know have happened are going on in the foreground. It's pretty cool.
Patients emerging from the stem are becoming more erratic. The pathologies seem to be amplified by the experience now. Even worse, patients now seem to experience each other's psychological trauma. It's as if the user's deepest fears linger within the encephalon of the system, even after the session is over. The most concerning thing are their most recent statements. Every single patient claims to see a hooded figure slowly approaching them. Could it be him? His consciousness existing as a ghost in the system. My curiosity has never been piqued like this. I want to know. I want to see what they see. But it's too risky. For now.
And he most certainly is a ghost in the system. Alright, these are going to be grabby ones, I just know it. I wonder if I can get around them without them getting me. Nice. And here we are. All we got to do is take the elevator up, right? Oh, good. Here comes the elevator. Uh-oh.
An error has occurred. Please wait while power is being restored.
And you guessed it, Shade is back. So while we're waiting for the power to the elevator to be restored, we got Shade in here with us, and we have to avoid her. If she spots us, she will shine her spotlight on you, which will slow you down and allow her to grab you.
Power restoration at 20%.
And if you get grabbed, you will die instantaneously, the same way basically everything else in this game works. And it's kind of good to stay close by her, just to make sure you're keeping an eye on her. Because you kind of need to know where she is at all times. But as long as we can stay far, far away from her, we're going to be just fine.
Power restoration at 50%.
Oh, I thought she was going to get me right there. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, that was really close. I don't even know where she is. That's not good. Oh, I think I got away. I think we're okay. But I'm not really sure which way she went. All right.
Power is now restored. Elevator is now in service.
And let's just run for it.
Thank you for waiting.
Oh, we did it.
Keeping our facilities clean is appreciated. Our workplace is a fine place because of your support.
It is a fine place, isn't it? But now that we've successfully avoided Shade, all there is to do is get out of here.
Think you better get down here. Hold on, I'm coming.
And so this is the big fight scene where we have to protect Joseph, and Kidman is inside the water chamber that's filling up. But this perspective is what Kidman sees during this.
Okay, make it convincing. Detectives! I'm here! I'm safe! Sebastian! Joseph!
Mobius. So they sent you to take the boy back. And you trust him. Don't kid yourself. You're just as expendable as your partners are. As I was. After all I did for them. We'll see how loyal you are when you know the truth.
Are you all right?
Do you wish to remain in the dark about information that will undoubtedly disturb you?
And that's the end of Chapter 1 of the assignment, and what a chapter it is. I think it's so cool that Kidman may not actually be in the box, or if she is, she's experiencing something completely different from what's going on with Sebastian and Joseph. I just think that's absolutely wonderful. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.